Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm joined with none other than Deontay Wilder. Deontay, it's been a minute since I last interviewed you. I think you were in London, I want to say.
That probably was, that probably was accurate. That's
I think it was when you and Tony Bellew got into it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Definitely accurate.
Yeah.
You been doing okay?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you. Just back visiting the family for a bit. How are you been? How's everything going?
Everything's been going good, you know what I mean? Just going with the motion, with things, sitting back, enjoying family. You know what I mean? A lot been going on. I just been seeing, as you know, I got my baby right here.
I was about to say, introduce your baby.
Yeah, she's very connected to me. I'm very connected with my children, you know what I mean? I love them. And this is what I do it for. So, when I have an opportunity to spend time with them, I do so because my life is so hectic, business-wise and personally as well, too. So, but I'm a family-oriented type of person. I'm a type of person that I love. And, when I'm around my children, they provide that for me. And it's genuine. It's genuine love, no fake stuff. I get it real from them.
It's got to be hard, too, to be away from them for extended periods of time while you're out training.
Most definitely. And that's the part of, like, when fighters say we sacrifice so much, that's one of the things that we sacrifice. And for me, it's a big deal because my kids grow so fast, and by the time I get back to them, like, they've learned something new. As the babies, they doing something else. I'd have missed out many times on births. I'd have missed out on walking. I'd have missed out on talking. But I'm always trying to be optimistic about situations because knowing that this is how I provide for them. This is how they eat. This is how they have a great life. Daddy got to sacrifice certain things, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to do this always. So, I can sacrifice now to enjoy later, you know what I mean?
How long do you think you'll be boxing for?
I don't know, boxing is tricky. We always have what I want to call it. We always have a aspiring date, you know what I mean? That we want to say, all right, this is it, because I want to accomplish all my goals in boxing. You know what I mean? I'm leaning towards that 51-0 with 50 KOs, and I retire. My thing is, when you retire, they always come back with a bigger offer. Or something like that, and it's always something that you can't refuse, And
Maybe you gotta do like Floyd and just say retire, just so that the offers get even bigger.
We'll see. But when I'm also a more disciplined type of person. When I say I'm done with something, then I'm done. You know what I mean? Because I got a lot of other things that I'm very talented in. I got a lot of other things that I'm venturing into and about to get into, like movies and acting and stuff like that. That's my passion. So. I've been out here working, you know what I mean? So when people see me in movies and stuff, don't be surprised. We're about to do a lot lot of stuff.
Don't ignore us when we're on the red carpet. Like, hey, D. Exactly. But let's talk about the 51, the big 5-1. Now, there's so much talk going on right now between everyone's sort of getting different sides to the story. We got Eddie Hearn's side, we got your side. We got Shelly's side, we got Joshua's side, we got everybody's side. Yeah. But we all don't know what's the accurate.
It's only one side. It's only one side, is our side, because we speak the truth. Nothing but the truth. Anybody that know me, even when I was young, anybody know me that know, like when I speak, I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Especially when they're dealing with a situation like this. I mean, it's obvious at this point. I mean, at this point, we don't have to really go into the small details because it's like the fine print on the contract. Now the fine print is starting to reveal to people as something big now. I've been saying this. I've said this for 2 years ago. I said Eddie was a manipulator. He's a contradictor, and he's a compulsive liar. See, people may have had their own opinions back then. Like anything I say, people are gonna always go against it. I always feel because of my swag I bring to the table. I'm not blunt. I speak it like it is. I don't have strings on me. I'm not a puppet. I'm not always politically correct. They can't tell me what to say and what to do. They can't control me, and that's one of the things. That's why a lot of people don't like me, because I'm a black man. I speak my piece. I know what I stand for. I know what I represent, and I keep it just like that. There's no act with me. I'm the realest that they come. You know what I mean? So, and when they're dealing with fighting, everybody know Deontay Wilder ain't afraid of no man. For what? I'm very powerful. You know what I mean? And I ain't even talking about with the right hand. You know, my words are powerful.
Yeah.
Why can I say certain things and it come to pass? Just like Luis Ortiz, I told you he was gonna be head down, ass up. How many times he was on his knees, head down, ass up? And salute to Luis Ortiz, man. We done built a relationship together and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I was, FaceTimed him. He was getting ready for Dylan White, but Dylan White ducked him. You know, nobody don't want to fight Ortiz. Nobody do not want to fight this so-called old man. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about it. You know, they go around. People can see it for themselves. The smart people. Not only the people that's still going on with the narrative of what them saying is AJ fans and people that just ignorant to the sport of boxing or don't do their own research. But at this point in time, everybody's clear to see that they don't want to fight me. That they're the one keeping this fight from happening. They're holding the fight up. Every time they come with something, I've agreed to everything they've done, and they haven't agreed to nothing I've done because we know who wants it. I'm a true champion. If it takes me sacrificing a small reward for a greater reward in the future, then let's do it. I did the same thing with Luis Ortiz. And I came out on top. That was the best thing I could have done in my career. Yeah. You know what I mean? The wave is crazy now for me. So it's going to be the same thing with this Joshua. See, he don't know that we're both building our legacy. And what we do at this point, the story is going to be told. So the more they run, the more they look terrified of me, the more they keep dodging me, you know, he building his legacy. This is going to be written in the books. Now for me, how I came up and what I'm coming up, like I said, every opportunity I've had, it's always was small. And I always had to make an opportunity inside of the opportunity, just like I'm doing now. So that's why this situation, I'm not, surprised that it's happening to me. You know, nobody really wants to see me succeed and make it because of certain things or their ill will towards me, you know what I mean? But this is what it is. And to turn down to allow other people to allow him to turn down $50 million, that's a minimum. So he would have made over $100 million. And then you're talking about a second rematch, that would have been 175 to over 200 million. I told AJ, I said, you're going to regret that. Cause we talk privately as well too. And I tried to tell him certain things, but he should have played in that movie, Keep Out, because they got him. Joshua don't run his team. He don't run his team like I run mine. He don't fight who he want to fight. They pick it for him. See, everything is a made-up thing with him. Everything's made from ticket sales and stuff, from scalping tickets to make it seem like, oh, we done sold out in 5 minutes or 30 minutes of scalping tickets, from getting belts and stuff like that. Like, everything is out. You know, this is not me just pouring things. I don't have to do it no more because people see it for themselves. Every day when I walk around, even here, the wave change, everybody knows. People notice and see what's going on. Just like now, we agreed. The contract, which I don't want to go on, you know what I mean? But
well, I was going to ask you that because we know that your team has gone back to AJ's team. They said, I guess there's a few things you guys are waiting on at this point. Correct. So, I mean, is there anything you can say about that? About what's going on with that? Because people are saying, like, are we going to get it? Is he going to fight Povetkin in September? Are you guys going to fight in October?
That's what they wanted. They want to fight Povetkin
first.
They want to fight him. They don't want to fight. They want to fight him. Now they talking about Dylan White. If he beat Parker, how that going to be a great fight? You know, they don't want to fight me. They didn't invest so much money in him, and they thought they was going to be able to have a long run like Klitschko. See, they wanted to put their career like Klitschko, having 10-year run, fighting in his country and stuff. Not, the division was weak as well too. So, to keep that run, they trying to do everything like a Klitschko and do stuff business-wise. Like he mentioned Floyd, you know what I mean? But it's not gonna work. When you come into it, when you have a manufactured champion and you have a born champion, the hunger's two different things. He's made, I'm a born champion. And those two don't mix. The one that's hungry, the one that's born is always gonna prevail, no matter what the situation is. And with that being said, I can't wait because my words are powerful. Things that I've said in this sport always come to pass. Some people think I'm crazy from the things that I say because I'm into a lot of things that they may not even understand with this whole world, this universe, the energy, you know what I mean? They think I just be talking, but I prove them each and every time. And when you have a guy that 40 and over 39 KO that proves it to you each and every time, how can you not listen to that person? I'm a real man. I'm a real dude.
So if you had to break it down into, at least in your opinion, what's the percentage that it's likely going to happen next?
I don't know. You know, I mean, at this point in time, you know, just leading up to all this stuff like that, you really can't, even us, we can't, this has been definitely a frustrating situation. I've been in a lot of situations. I've seen all types of fear, but I've never seen fear like this before in my life. I know they're terrified of me. They say a lot of Americans talk, they do a lot of talking. But the thing about it, real recognize real. Like I said, what's understood don't have to be explained. And they know I'm a real dude. Anthony know I'm a real guy. He know that I ain't this typical type of American just talking shit just to talk it. He know I walk that walk and talk it as well too. I like to talk it, so I'm gonna show you examples of what I'm gonna do. I like to talk it because I'm gonna show you my walk. I like to talk, so when I said I was gonna do it, and I do it, it ain't no surprise to me. It may be a surprise to others that don't believe, but I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna show. That's why I talk. And how can you not respect a guy that talks and still do what he do? It don't get no realer than that. And everything I've done in my career, I've said it and I've done it. How can you not respect it? So they know. So I can't really just, I mean, shit, a couple of months ago, we could have said, oh, we could have had a percentage. But at this point, every time we do something, they trying to match it with something. And the more they talk, see, Joshua won't do no more interviews about me no more. He's passing it along. Talk to Eddie, because they're not on the same page. They're not on the same. Eddie say one thing, Joshua says another. Just like with the $50 million. Eddie was mad at the media guy who did it because Joshua said something that he didn't think that was gonna happen. People don't know what my team, what we got going on. They don't, you know, it's so much, like it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? And so when we came up with the money, here it is. Now you're not a stand-up guy no more. You're not a man of your word. And the people over here in America, we don't take that lightly. Now, when you're a man of your word and you say you're gonna do something, we expect you to do so. And if you go in certain areas and you don't do what you say, that's your life. And that's real life. It don't get no, it's real life. That's why a lot of people in America is not fucking with him like that. Some say if he ever come here again, they gonna be on him. You know what I mean? And you know, when they say that to me, I don't condone violence. You know what I mean? If people feel a certain type of way, then that's just how they feel. You know what I mean? Boxing is a very emotional sport. It messes with people's feelings. And when you keep coming out saying this and saying that, and the other side is proving you wrong each and every time, just like this low ball offer. No one in history would have probably ever took, you know, this is the lowest offer in history for as a unified division title fight. And they still holding it up when I accept everything. When people don't like that, you know, even the UK people, oh my God, I get hundreds of messages in my DMs from UK people. They finally awake, they seeing it, they understanding it. They tell them they can't wait. I'm British, but I can't wait till you beat Joshua ass. All of them saying it. You know, they can't wait because they understand and see the fakeness that is going on. They see that he don't want to fight me, or they see that his team don't want to fight me, and that's a problem. This is the unified heavyweight championship of the world, and now we never had it over here in the UK. Yes, you did. Yes, you have before, way back when Ali, around about 1966. I think it was like Henry Cooper or somebody up in there, but they fought for a unification fight. So it has been one there before, but that shouldn't be an excuse for a man turning down $50 million that's gonna support his family. See, when you have money like, when you putting up money like that and offering it to a person, 50 million up front, that's the minimum you can make with the 50% of everything of all the revenue. So you making hell of a money after. As fighters, these are the opportunities that we look for. These are the positions that we want to be in. So after one fight, we can say that whether we want to continue to keep going or retire, we have that option. Because as you can see, as I have in my hand right now, this is who I do it for. And I would never allow no man, whether black or white, to now allow me to take $50 million because I look at this. Yeah. I look at the rest. Because at the end of the day, a promoter, a manager, an advisor, a friend, a father, a mother, they can say many things They can say many things, but especially the promoters and stuff, they're gonna be around for years. A promoter can promote to the life of them, but you can only fight to a certain extent in your life. And when that's over, it's over. You know how many champions, former champions, legends wish they can come back in their career? You know, I go to the Boxing Hall of Fame and all the legends going crazy. $50 million and he don't take it. And then you tell him, we're gonna let him make $100 million, and how many fights you gonna have to take for $100 million? He's already vulnerable. He's already ready to be beaten. You know what I mean? How many more times? He's ready to go. And if he fight Povetkin, then it's completely done. And that's gonna be a danger because, you know, we already know the history of Povetkin, yeah. And a lot of people saying Joshua was on it too. That's why they stole it. I got some close. I can't reveal too much, but you know, we just wait. We just chilling at this point. We cool. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if this fight don't happen next, because it should happen next, there's no one else in the way. We need to fight. No mandatories, no nothing. They can't say nothing about the WBA or anybody else because everybody wants this fight.
Yeah, of course.
They want it. They can't say they hold up. They can't say we held up nothing, because every time we didn't talk about something, we done it right then and there. That's how bad we want it, because we know what's gonna happen. Now they have hold up everything. Everything is he talking about. I done waited 4 weeks. Are you serious? How can I wait 4 weeks when you just said you've been talking to us every day? Every day you said you've been talking to us, and that was just in the week's time. If you talking to a person every day, how the hell that I must have found out y'all finna fight Povetkin? In that everyday conversation, when that's supposed to be a time where you say, hey, we think about fighting Povetkin next, but the next fight, that's a conversation that's supposed to be been brought up, right? You know what I mean? So, you know, at that point, you know, we know who's lying. And then you're talking about, we need more than 8 weeks? 8 weeks is like the minimum a fighter go into camp. I don't need that but 6 weeks for anybody in the world. You don't need more than 8 weeks. See what he's gonna do, he's gonna burn himself out, overtrain, and get in there and he see my eyes and see me, and the mental game is gonna be over with.
I wanted to ask you about, oh my gosh, she's too cute. Oh, baby.
I'm sorry. Okay. Do you
want to go?
Call
her
the
little
nanny.
chunky knees. Look at her little legs.
Call the nanny, come and get you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I wanted to ask you about that, what you made of Eddie Hearn saying that Joshua needs no less than 8 weeks to train.
He said he need more. He said he need more than 8 weeks to prepare for a fight of this magnitude. Said this is his biggest fight in his career. Joshua, he always used Joshua's name. Oh, I talked to Joshua last night. If you look at, I mean, you've done many interviews. How many times he said he done talked to him last night? Or really, you can look at, you know a snake when you see one. And if anybody can identify a snake, that's the one you should practice on. You can look in their eyes. You can tell. I've been to. Ask my trainer Jay. I told him 2 years ago about Eddie. I told him what type of person he was because I got a special ability. I got a special gift. My grandma used to always say I was anointed by God. She always said you was the chosen one. You the one gonna lift your family up. You the one gonna bring money. You're chosen. God wanna use you. Every time I got suspended from school and stuff, she never whooped me. She never disciplined me. She was a teacher, and I didn't understand as a child. That's why that saying, as a child, you do as a child, but as you become a grown man, you put away childish ways. And even still to this day, I still remember certain things, not only just my grandma, but my parents or whatever, or whoever was an influencer in my life. I remember and I see the certain things. Man, it's crazy. But for him, it's like, why you need all that time? You don't need all that time. And you saying you talking to us every day, we ain't holding up nothing. We done everything in fashionable time, and we have receipts for it. We have all the emails. Every time we didn't send it back. So we'll know, we can show proof. Can y'all show proof that we done held it up? We can show proof like we've been doing, and we got more to show. More to show. I tell Joshua, we talk, like I said, I show him certain things. He reports it to them, and then they get in his head again. So I want to know.
What kind of things do you guys talk about? What kind of things do you guys talk about?
He want just different things that's going on. He wanted to see certain. We showed him and his team the funds of the 50 million and all that and stuff like that. Cause I think Joshua wants the 50 million. He really as a fighter, he wants to fight for that 50 million.
So the 50 million has been squashed. Are you saying that that's completely off the table?
We agreed to go. When we did the 50 million deal, now the narrative came about, well, I owe it to the fans now, and and we're gonna do it in the UK. I'm comfortable in the UK. So you mean to tell me that you're doing it for the fans now? You allowing $50 million to go away from the table, to wipe off from the table because of your fans in England? And when you get beat, those same people that advise you to come because they felt like they never had it, you think they're gonna be there? You think they're gonna when your ass go broke, you think they're gonna give you a helping hand? No, what they're gonna do, they're gonna say you was stupid, you was crazy, and you should have took that money. That's what they're gonna say. Just like I told him, he gonna regret it. And when I speak, Michelle, my words are powerful. My words are powerful. He's gonna regret that. And I told him that. He allowed those people to take that money from his family. I wanna know what his parents think of it. Do they believe the narrative of what Eddie Hearn said? They can't. They can't. I would never allow my child to take $50 million. That's the minimum that he would have took home. Win, lose, or draw, it don't matter. Minimum. And I got a problem with that because, like I said, I have kids. I have 6 kids. That's well taken care of, and I love them to death. Got the best of everything. Love them to death. But I could never imagine me seeing money. I would have never allowed no man, white, black, Chinese, no matter who it is, to allow me to say, hey, this is the decision that I must step up and make for myself. But can he make that decision, though? Joshua's not in control.
So what are they trying to do now? Is it back to the split? Is that what we're at?
Back to the
2A split?
No, just the flat fee. You know what I mean? The flat fee, which I said, let's go. Like I said, I'll take another low risk, low rewards for a bigger risk in the future. You know what I mean? Because once I obtain all the belts, I'm gonna clean out the heavyweight division. I'm gonna make my money back regardless. Regardless, it's ordained. I'm walking in my manifestation. This is my year. That's why I keep saying 33 Magic. This is a magical year. People don't understand that, but the people that understand it, I don't have to explain it because they know what I'm talking about. I seen 888 2 days ago. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm walking in my manifestation.
Is that your lucky number that you see?
No, my lucky number is 5.
Mine too.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But 5's in all 3s. When I see 5's all 3s.
Yeah. Now you're doing something. Even all 3s, like 333, 11. All this, man. But. I can't wait though.
But Deontay, you're still in a good place because look, at the end of the day, you got everybody calling you out. Did you see Tyson Fury's most recent message to you?
I mean, me and Tyson. I mean, a lot of these guys, we sometimes we talk privately. You know what I mean? I don't want the people to be fooled about everybody hate everybody. But
it's good banter, and it's a good way to also sell a fight.
Yeah, most definitely. Tyson, he's been doing it nonstop before he came back. When he came back. Now he just, I put that video out of him kissing that dude, and
yeah,
what in the hell? What is you doing? You seen that was See, they are such bad actors. You can tell everything was played out. Everything was already like agreed. It was such a big stage. You can tell. And I never allow no man to make me stage to kiss you in the middle of the ring with all these people, white man. And they did a wedding kiss. He leant over to kiss him. He kissed. Oh my, that was like. But hey, he just owned. Is that what make you happy, bro? Then keep kissing them. You know what I mean? But with Tyson Fury, I mean, we all know the history between me and Tyson Fury. The same thing with Joshua. Tyson Fury could have had this work long time ago. You know what I mean? But he didn't want to. He didn't want to because he already know. Even before he became a champion and after he became a champion, he know what the deal was. And it still applies now. You can call me out, but when it's time to put that name to that paper, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. because I'm a real fighter. I love this.
God forbid the Joshua fight shouldn't happen next. Let's God forbid, okay? Because we all want that next. But if not, would you call out Tyson Fury and say, all right, you want it so bad, come get it?
Most definitely. That's a possibility. Hey, don't be surprised. That's a possibility, a strong possibility. You know, it's a lot of good fighters out here. You know, like I said, I want to clean the heavyweight division. So it's a lot of great names out there. You know, they side tried to sell the story that we already got Brazil in the works, and no, we don't. No, we don't. He's just a mandatory. I got a whole year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and ain't nobody trying to make that fight happen because they want to see the mega fight.
Yeah.
They don't want to see nothing else.
So you have agreed to, is the $50 million still on the table to also go and fight in England, or is it only if he fights here in America?
It's only in America. We're not gonna give him all the money and cater to him in his own country. No, we're not gonna do that. We offer him something that he ain't gonna make it in his country. Now that they talking about giving him $1 million, $100 million in 3 fights, you can get that in 1 fight. You can get close to $200 million 1 fight, and then and a rematch. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So let's do the math here. But we already know what's going on. We can see it. You know, they people don't want to see him fight. Joshua wants that $50 million. He wants it, but he don't have no authority to come and get it. He don't have no say so. Everything has been fabricated for him. Everything has been plotted, planned to look good. If you see a guy, you can have a guy off the street and somebody let him borrow their Lamborghini, and he pull up at a hotel or something, let's say on the BET weekend. If he pull up, people gonna think that's his, he got it.
Yeah.
Now he gonna gain new fans. Now he gonna gain a new entourage, some more women, you know, some guys that wanna be around him. They don't even know he ain't got $1 to his name. It looks good. It sounds good. It sells. Just like certain things that go on. We see all the time people talk about what they have and don't have it. You know what I mean? They say they live a life, but they don't live it. It is called faking it till you make it.
They're leasing the life.
There you go. This is what happened. You know, everything about them. You know what I mean? You know, people always, why didn't Wilder fight Klitschko? You want why? Why? Because Klitschko told me I need to fight somebody else to prove myself. People always, well, Shelly Fickle came out when you won the title and said you wasn't ready. I don't know nothing about that. But even if he did said that, I could understand Shelly saying that, because I'm still coming out the amateurs with less amateur fights than anyone. You know what I mean? I ain't have no amateur fights, you might well say. Compared to the guys I was facing, 100 and something to 200 and something, you know, 50 and up. I never had a guy that had, you know, unless starting coming up, a guy into the Olympics and all that stuff. All these guys had a hell of an amateur experience. I was fighting off of will and heart. I had no skills, off of will and heart. And the determination that I promised my daughter that I was gonna make her a better life. I was gonna be a champion. I told her that, 1 year old. And when I say I promise, because I say it all the time, I mean it, because promise is something that did in my heart, because I came up in an era where I had unfulfilled promises. And I know what a person feel like. I know what it feels like for a person to say, I promise I'm gonna do something for you, and it don't never happen. And you the one, the fool, that sit up there to be waiting. And you hopeful, wishing, thinking that it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Years pass by, it's still gonna happen. Nothing happened. You know what I mean? People don't understand me. You know, my grind, the things I say, how I speak it. And when I say things, no matter who you are, you can feel what I say, because it come with you with so real, and the energy that come off it, I'm like, that boy ain't playing around. You can look into my eyes and tell me I don't play around. I'm not that type of person.
It must be a compliment for you, though, to have people want to take going into camp with, you know, to fight you so seriously, though.
Yeah, I mean, because I know that when I fight, I'm gonna get the best of that person. You know, no matter what level of opposition they have faced before me, no matter what level they are labeled as, I know when they fight Deontay Wilder, they come to fight like their life depend on it, and they should, because their life do depend on it. Because they don't understand they're not fighting Deontay Wilder. they fighting the bronze bomber. And the bronze bomber, a whole totally different person. See, I do have two different personalities.
I know this because I've seen the bronze bomber, and I'm like, stay out the way. I know.
It's real.
Yeah.
But you know, people that know me. I don't fake. I don't say things that I don't mean. I don't do it. Ever since I was young, I was this way. My word is my bond. You know what I mean? Your word is everything. And when he said he would take 50 million and sign it tomorrow, and he didn't do it, I can't wait.
Yeah.
All the things they done put me through, I can't wait. I'm gonna take Eddie's head and stick it on Joshua's body.
Can you imagine the Eddie Hearn and Shelly Finkel or Lou DiBella on the undercard?
Man, I can see Eddie Hearns and JD's on the undercard. You know what I mean? Jay want a piece of him too. Yeah. But I can see Lou DiBella. And I'll take Lou all day with that one. All day. Nothing about them is real. Everything is fake. From the daddy on down to the son, on down to the little you know, Joshua is the puppet. I don't see how he could just sit around here and just be puppet around like that. He don't need them. He don't need them at all. But maybe he got a contract with them that they just signed. They didn't trick them. We're gonna get you this and this. We thought that he ran things, but it's clear that he don't. It's clear that, and I feel bad for him. You know, it bothered me for days to see a man not take. They really did not agree to the 50 million. They just wiped it under the rug. They're like, well, you know, I'm not gonna sell my soul. What you mean you're not gonna sell your soul? You asked for it. What do you mean selling your soul? You asked for this. And when we provide it and you didn't take it, that's just like Russians. When they ask you here, drink some of this vodka, and you don't drink, it's like disrespectful. Cause they you know, or anywhere else. You go to another country and you act different than what they are. It's almost disrespectful. Like, oh, you so good. And you know how it is, the stipulation between Americans and everybody else. They always feel like we're better than everybody, this and this, and some probably do. You know, when I went to my first cousin with China and going over there, you know, I don't know what other, you know, we did a lot of duels, but when I went to China, it opened up my eyes because it's a third world country. And I used to hear like, Americans, y'all think y'all this and that. Y'all don't know what it is to work hard. Y'all you're spoiled. You know, this and this. And I was like, when I went back home, I did like, all right, I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna observe the situation that I'm gonna see. And I'm like, damn, you know what? Some of the stuff is right. A lot of Americans, we don't know how good we have it here.
We take it for granted because we were raised on it.
All the time.
Yeah.
And the only thing America do is really give you the opportunity. Mm-hmm. It's a big landfill for opportunity for some. You know what I mean? Especially foreigners. Mm-hmm. And that's the only great thing about America, that it gives you the opportunity to be nothing and turn that into something, to be poor. This is the only country probably you can be poor, born poor, and still make something. That's the beauty about America. But, you know, a lot of people got their ears wheeled towards Americans and America and stuff like that. Because I can go to any country and I won't have to bring no Americanized nothing with me. Because I'm a dapper. I'm a king. I'm a real king. Whatever situation I get in, I can adapt to that situation. You know, I don't have to. If there's no hot food around, I don't have to. If I ain't got shit, no toothbrush, goddamn, I'm going to go get a tree trunk. I'm going to make it. If I ain't got toothpaste, then I'm gonna go get some dirt clay and mix it up and add some mint leaves in there, give it that mint taste, and I'm gonna make my toothpaste. Yeah. A survival. Yeah. Survival, and that's what I do. So, you know, we'll see what happens, but you know, we just, you know, the whole thing is to put it out, it ain't our hold up, it's theirs. And if the people wants it so bad, then they gotta get on their heads. You know what I mean? We didn't already smoke them out. They're looking more and more stupid each and every time. Every time they say something.
I hope it gets made. I mean, I can only speak on behalf of the rest of the fight fans, and let me tell you something. There's going to be uproar if this fight does not get made.
Crazy. And we're going to see truly who's ducking who. If they fight Povetkin like they're trying to prepare for, All this narrative. See, when they came out with this last one talking about he need more than 8 weeks, that killed it. Out of everything they've killed, this all even more killed it. That what turned a lot of UK people against them too, because they understand. Like, certain people don't understand boxing and how it's constructed or what goes on into it. So it's always, Eddie said, yeah, Eddie said this because they don't want to fight. But certain things come in when it's like your own fucking common sense. You can't, why would you let somebody guide you somewhere that's in the wrong path? And when you get there to a dead end, you're gonna be like, motherfucker, I've been following you all this time and you led us to a dead end. When they tried to tell me, you're gonna look like a fool. Everybody that's following him and what he said, in the end, gonna look like a fool. I promise you that. I promise. It's like I already know the future because I can feel it. I can feel vibe or energy sometime in motion. I'm a very chosen, I'm a very special person.
Do you feel it's going to happen next? Or do you feel like it's going to end up in 2019?
You know.
What is your gut saying? Because only you guys know what's the down to the nitty gritty and all the details. We just know what we hear.
I mean, it's so, like, my feelings is confusing. When I think about it and try to meditate about it, it's like having no signal. It's like static in there. And the only reason I feel that energy is static is because the guy that's the most important in all this is Joshua, because he's the fighter. I'm the fighter, so we the most important peoples in this. So it's really, if we're gonna put our life on the line and risk, why worry about what somebody else said? You can't dictate what I'm gonna do. Shit, yeah, I'm gonna take 50 million, I'm gonna put my life on the line for my children? Are you crazy? If any man allowed this man to turn down that much money, this is the most money that's been guaranteed for any heavyweight title fight in the history up front like that, allow you not to take it, they don't care for you. They're not in your best interest. See, with my people, my people, we're all on the same accord. They're for me. So what Deontay wants, Deontay will get. How many of my people wanted me to fight Luis Ortiz? He failed one drug test and came back. I said, I still want him because
I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised that you even took that fight, but I know why you did it, though, because you knew, look, he's considered to be the most ducked in the heavyweight division. So I'm going to prove to you that I'm not ducking him, even if it's for a small amount, just to prove yourself.
And ain't no if I didn't prove myself as a champion then I don't know what to say. If I didn't prove what it takes to be a champion and what the definition behind being a champion, if I didn't prove that then, from the whole start to accepting, to fighting them, to how the fight went about, it ended, then,
And you're an exciting fight at that.
I said, when have I not been excited? What fight? 40 fights. I've seen every style. I've been to many countries and fought. I'm the longest reigning champion. I have the most prestigious, most well-known belt in all of boxing. I don't need other belts. I got the one that people recognize, that all champions have had. I'm good. Who am I? What have I done? I'm the most exciting heavyweight in the division. What have I done? I get more viewership than any fighter here. Facts. It ain't shitting on nobody. It's facts.
What do you make of them saying that you haven't had a pay-per-view card yet?
Well, that's, for me, we had never tried it. Ortiz could have easily been a pay-per-view card. Easily. You don't think people would have bought that? Yeah, they would have. Especially with the rematch. I can have that right now, have a pay-per-view fight. We never just thought about doing pay-per-view because we wanted to bring boxing back. We wanted to bring viewership back to boxing. And what better way to do it than on free TV? Boxing is not like in England, the small country that they have. Everybody can come around each other. Certain places ain't as far as others. You coming from LA and going to New York, shit, that's a whole day flight. Like that's a while. Yeah. Our spots are so spread it out. You know what I mean? It's not as difficult. And then every time I fought Michelle, I done had to compete against other sports. I fought Stavern. I had to compete against MMA. When I fought Ortiz, I had to compete against MMA, boxing, and basketball. And I still came second and filling the place out. And these people try to use the narrative that I only bring 6,000 people to a fight. And dumb people believe that shit. Especially people's over there. I'm not calling you, I say AJ fans. And when I say AJ fans, it's the ones that follow Hearns and AJ, you know, with these narratives. Because if I was directing it to the whole country, I would say the UK. Which I know that ain't so good. I got many family, I got friends, I got a lot of community right there behind me. They can narrate, so it's their fans that believe this bullshit. And I always want to come up, well, Eddie said, you sound so dumb. When you ever say Eddie said, I don't want to hear your mouth. You believe in something like that? It's crazy. It's common sense. You understand. You know when a fighter wants to fight and who don't. The voice, the difference in the voices is different. My demeanor in my voice and how I wanted, the passion of it. You done interviewed Joshua many times. Have you ever had this passion? Have you ever looked in your eyes and see you know I want it. You can look me in my eyes, you can feel my energy, and the way I'm speaking, you know it. You know it, because I can feel your energy. Have you ever felt that towards him? Or Eddie? You ain't even got to answer. You won't even have to answer, because they don't want it. And that's the real. So you get the real, you see the difference between the real and the fake. This is real. When a man accepts a lesser purse to fight one of the most dangerous guys in the heavyweight division, low risk, small reward, big risk. How many people would have done that, especially in this era that it's supposed to be a business? Yeah, it's a business, but I'm a true champion as well too. My legacy will build. And the business and the money, that shall come. Yeah. That shall come. Because guess what? This ain't the only thing I can do. Boxing is not the only thing I can do. This is not my end all. Some fighters, this is all they know. And if it's all you know, then yeah, you should conduct this motherfucker like a business and try to get every fight. I'm gonna fight the big fight, everyone, because this is all this is all you can do. And I feel sorry for you. For Deontay Wilder, this ain't all I can do, baby. I'm so talented, multi-talented. So many things I can do. I'm into so many different. Just watch. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. That's nan.
I do believe you want the fight. I do believe it. I don't even doubt that for a second, Deontay.
They want it.
You know what? It's hard for me to say because
how you feel.
I do think that there's a lot of politics going on. I do think that there's a lot of things not being told to us on purpose, and I can pick that up based on the interviews alone. And that's why I think I'm speaking for the fans themselves by saying, I do believe that you want the fight. I do believe Joshua wants the fight. I just think that there's a lot of in-betweens that obviously we as fans aren't going to fully understand. And I know that you see so many people speaking out about it now, just like you're saying. A lot of people are now starting to believe more and more, I believe, that you want this fight.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I think that also happened when you guys started putting out a lot of the information, emails and so forth.
Yeah, most definitely. And you know, in social media, I mean, a lot of people have they differences about, you know, putting stuff on social media, but you think about it. You know, people can say anything they want on interviews, or they can write stuff, but they'll never come to no face and say some shit like that. I wish somebody would come. I wish you would. Wish you would. I dare anyone. I dare you.
We've seen what you've done to one troll, and he ran out the door.
It ain't even about violence, because I come in peace. I'm a type of fighter that love. I whoop your ass, but I love. I'm a loving person. How couldn't I not be? Look at my kids. I got beautiful children. They teach me unconditional love every day. No matter how long that little one don't see me, every morning when she look at me in the morning, smiling. And that one right there, she don't laugh, it's not funny. She ain't gonna laugh, it's not, she gonna be hell when she grow up. I don't have to worry about my kids when they're dealing with men. They gonna be
not
something.
Easily impressed.
Oh, what? But when she see that daddy face, no matter what, She put a smile on her face because babies can feel that energy. They know when you're loved. They know.
Yeah.
And they teach me that. I'm around family and I'm around my kids. That's why people don't really see me out too much. I get invited to so many different things, so many different parties, celebrity this and that, but I'm just different. I got so many numbers, so many people I know, but how many times they can say that Deontay bothered them or call them for anything? Anything. You can't, none of them will ever come out and say I bothered them for nothing. I ain't asked for nothing. Everything I do, I've done it on my own. All the followers I have, I worked my ass off and I've earned every bit of them. I didn't pay for them like a lot of them do.
That's a fact. Yeah.
A lot of, I ain't gonna even get into paying just to seem like something. I'm real. And I want real, genuine people around me. If you love me, then love me like I'm gonna love you. If you don't like me and hate me and got something against me, then stay away from me as I stay away from you. I'm a positive person. I have positive people around me. That's why when you see people around me, you better know that each one, whether it's a man or a woman, when it comes to me and somebody come with that crazy shit, they're gonna protect me because they know what type of person I am. They know I'm a positive energy. They know I'm a positive being. They know I'm a very positive light. And I don't condone in no negativity of no type of violence unless it comes towards me. See, I don't have to do nothing. I'm gaining the people. And the people that I have behind me, following me, they'll do anything for me. Men and women. Strong. And a lot of people doubt the women, them be the most killers right there. Because you'll never know a woman did it because you'll always think it's a man. It's something about that one man. That woman can be that woman in the sheets and in the household and also in the streets. But when it come down to play, she can turn into that man. That's why it's one man. And you will never know the man in her from the woman. Especially if she do something, because you always gonna think it's a man act. When somebody do something, we automatically think it's a male, you know, it's 5'6", you know what I mean, weight, this and that. And all along, it was a woman who did it. Let me stop. But, you know, man, I got the peoples behind me, you know, they love me. They love me because I'm real. And people see a real person. You know, I don't fabricate nothing. I don't make nothing seem more than what it is. I don't talk about nothing that is not real. I never make myself seem bigger than what I am or I have more than what I want. I love my life. I love the people that I have around my life. You know what I mean? I have positive people. It's amazing.
Deontay, what do you make of Anthony Joshua trimming down his size?
He better. But there's so many things going on. There's so many things going on with that. You know, you got so many accusations of like I said before, steroids and stuff like that. And no matter how many tests he take in his country, you know what I mean? Because the country's gonna hold him down. It's a lot of ways that you can go around that. Come on. For everything it's just like these fighters. A lot of fighters are on it. It's a lot of fighters I know that are on it. And every time I've said a fighter been on it, what happened? What happened? I said Povetkin was on it 2 years before even talking about fighting this man, and people thought I was talking crazy. They oh, you don't want to fight him,
You said it about Ortiz when we did a phone interview, and I think it was a month later that's when he tested positive. Yeah.
But people don't want to believe it because it come out of my mouth. But it always see, that's why, you know, when I say things, do things, and people will try to disregard what I say or try to turn the narrative into something else, I don't worry about it. Because the thing about it, what goes in the dark will come to light. And the ones that are laughing and are doubting, gonna be the same one where they, like a dog, tail between their legs. And I'm gonna be the one that's sitting back smiling and enjoying myself being around my beautiful children. You know what I mean? And say, well, I ain't even gotta say I told them. Because it's you know, my actions spoke louder than my words could ever do. I don't waste my time like with negative stuff. I'm so positive.
Another fighter who is constantly calling you out is Dylan White.
Oh Lord, don't even talk about this guy. Me and White talk too. I told White, you fight Ortiz, bro. My word is my bond. You got me. If they would have signed me up, put me on that contract, when I was going back with the Joshua, my word is my bond. You got me. You really want to fight me? I'm a fighter, Michelle. I don't shy away from fights. I wouldn't talk that way. Even when I was young. If I came home crying and somebody tried to fight me, shit, I'm liable to get a whipping myself because I didn't protect myself. I didn't protect myself. And my family, my sisters was brother around and I protect them, I'm liable to get a whipping because I didn't protect them either. So it's no choice for me. I don't have no choice. This is what's been instilled in me.
So you told Dylan that if he had fought Ortiz, you would have fought him.
He got me. My people, this is the thing about I love my team so much. I love my team so much because they best interest is for me. If Deontay wanted, he feel like he can do it, he gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of them didn't want me to fight Ortiz. They didn't want me to fight Ortiz because they know Ortiz was a dangerous fight and we got the Joshua thing on the table. So why take the risk? But I told them, give me Ortiz. I want Ortiz. And they gave me Ortiz. See, although they didn't want it, but that didn't take away their confidence and they believed that I was gonna do what I say I would do. See, my people know if Deontay say he gonna do it, they know.
See, you didn't have to give Ortiz the fight either because you had every reason to say, I'm not gonna fight someone who's tested positive twice.
And they felt the same way. A lot about when I tried to fight Shannon Bridge, they were like, man, he's not gonna pass the drug test. You know, we didn't work. And look what happened. Look what happened. I was so disappointed in Shannon, man, because I want to see the man make it. You know, he tries. You know, all the taunting. And I appreciate all the guys that mention my name because it's making me relevant. You know what I mean? It's making me so relevant.
It's a compliment, Deontay.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, I've earned every follower. I've earned them, whether they negative or bad. Like you know what I'm saying. So every time a person puts something out on me, whether it's good narrative or a bad one, it's positive. It's positive for me because that brings somebody else on to me. And when they come on to me, they're gonna make the judgment of themselves. And they're gonna see that, damn, this dude been a hater. I see why now. A lot of you think, man, so many people have changed their opinion about me now. Just over this period of time from the Stavern fight to the Lewis Ortiz fight and to what's going on now. Especially from the Spuka on up. Especially love in New York. I got mad love, if I'm gonna say that. They got love for me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, no matter what they say, you know, it's always gonna be positive for me because I'm a real person. I speak the truth. This is not make-believe. And people know I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
Who is the worst heavyweight in our division at this moment?
The worst? Man. I don't know, man. You know, when you talk about the worst and stuff like, you know what I mean? I don't ever put no negative on nobody, you know what I mean?
Give me the top 5.
The top 5, I mean, that's easy. Me first, Lewis Ortiz. I'm gonna put Tyson Fury. I'm gonna put Joshua and Joseph Parker, in my opinion. In my opinion. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna put me first, Lewis Ortiz, Tyson Fury, Joseph Parker, then Anthony Joshua, because he's scared. He don't want to risk that. Parker would do it. Although I understood we had a matchup, and I advised any fighter that finna fight me that don't come to my fights before fighting me, because I will make you change your mind. The thing about a fighter is, we can talk that talk, but when you know something, and you know this man have doing something, and it's consistent. Consistency is you know, that's the answer to that right there is the proof. That is the proof in the pudding. Consistency. I'm knocking these guys out consistently over and over again, consistent. So how can you not believe this man got power? And when you're a fighter and you know a man got power, you know that could happen to you. So when these guys get in, just like Povetkin, why you think they got on that stuff? Because he seen me knock Spuka out. That was like one of the most devastating knockout of my career to this date. I killed that man. I didn't see him breathing. 3 to 5 seconds, I was looking. Oh, damn, he breathing. I'm looking. And all of a sudden his wife came, up there, and shit, he was like the rocket movie. He heard her voice. Adrian, he heard her voice. And then when he started around like, there you go, my boy, you know what I mean? Because, you know, Deontay, well, I don't want to hurt nobody. I want them to go back to their children, their loved ones. But the Bronze Bomber, man, he's just a different monster. He's uncontrollable. That's why I could have a ref in the ring like Jocelyn Parker had in there to break it up every time. The fight's just getting good. I'm in there.
Oh, that ref pissed everyone off.
Can't have no ref. And you know, if you know me, you know the Bronze Bomber in the ring. How many refs does he try to do that? Even one of the ones that tried to get me out, I done turned him into a cape, and that was great. He loved every bit of it. When I fought Stavern, you know what I mean? I'm a different beast. It's like if a ref break in there, I'm like, in my mind, it's like you trying to help him. You jumping on me. Now I got to defend myself. So be cautious. Because that's another thing, when I go over there, they want the BBNC to pick the judges. No, why they got to pick the judges? We've already, and for Joshua to say America to diss our referees and judges, or just boxing period to say that we got tricks, when we were seeing your last performance with Parker and that referee with tricks to disrespect us like that, man, I found that very disrespectful to our referee. We got great referees and judges over here.
Minus Adelaide Bird.
Man.
Well, I wanted to also ask you, you rated Tyson Fury above Anthony Joshua, and Tyson Fury defeated Klitschko before he did, but yet doesn't seem to get any type of acknowledgement, really. At least, maybe he does with some of the fans, but I noticed that the media sort of slated him a bit.
Why? You know why? You know why? What you think? What you think? Hearts of hearts. Now, I'm a person that's I don't beat around the bush. Nobody. I'm straight to the point. I don't even like surprises. A person can tell me something about a movie, that's beginning and end, and I can take it and go, and I can take my own judgment off it. I don't, that's just the type of person I am.
I initially thought, because I'm a very spiritual person, I know you are, I know Tyson talks about God.
Yeah.
I noticed that when he was outright always talking about God or Jesus, that it's like the media starts to turn on people who want to talk about their spirituality or Jesus or anything like that. So that was my initial thought. I know a lot of people say it's because he's a traveler and that there are a lot of racism that's going on. But I did notice that when it comes to people who, whether you agree with them or disagree with them, people who speak their minds tend to be judged a lot more and, slated.
That could be partially of it as well too. Some of the reporters they believe in God. There's a lot of people that have their own Christianity that they believe in. You know what I mean? No matter what it is. But the other thing that you hit on about the racism part, but him being Egyptian and stuff, they don't like. See, the thing about that plays a part into it. But the thing about Tyson, he's like me. He speaks his piece. He speaks. He may play around with it. I'm not that playful and animated like him. You know what I mean? Because for me, it's more serious, and I want people to take heed to whatever I say because I mean it. I ain't trying to do it just for the acting. I can promote, and I'm the best self promoter I know. You know what I mean? I can promote myself, but I can do it in the realest way possible because, like I said, I don't like fakeness. I don't like fake, and I feel things like it's real. I got cases on me, Michelle. I got cases. And what I mean by cases, I've been with people I've never knew and I've told them about themselves. Just off the feeling, just the energy, just like, I've made people cry right in front of my eyes, not even knowing them. And I'm like, sometimes it's like, for me, it's like, I'm like, wow, did that really happen? Like, I'll be surprised at myself. I'm just speaking my feelings. You know what I mean? And everybody has it.
Why do you think people have such a big issue with the fact that you speak your mind, though? I like people who speak their minds. I actually can appreciate people who are 100% authentically themselves. Whether you agree with them or not, you have to respect that somebody is so honest with themselves that they can just say what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, you don't want to be offensive, but at the same time, if you're just being who you are, and if it happens to be a bit brash or whatever, then that's just who you are. But it's nothing to hate on.
People just don't, but the thing about it, this world is filled with hatred.
It is.
It's filled with racism. You know why? Because that's what sells. That was me.
Social media has really given mean people the biggest platform.
Yeah, to express their opinion. You know, you can have a low life. You can have a low life that can have a big platform that can express their opinion. That ain't got nothing going on in your life, but they can tell you what you should be doing and move a narrative and have other people come in and believe the same thing. When I'm doing better than you, like how you gonna tell me how to spend my money? What should I do and this and this when I'm doing better than you? That don't make no sense. Maybe you should come along and follow me and take notes. You know, maybe we can be on the same page. You know, people be like that. You know, but racism is so alive. Like, you know, it's so alive, and man, it's crazy. Because race is really, you know, something that's been constructed. You know, it's been a lot of strong belief that has been constructed. Like it's been, man, you know, I'm not gonna disrespect. Like, I can tell you so much. I can. Maybe I'll bring it out when I go over there. About racism and all that stuff. Like I read books and shit. I do my history.
Yeah, look, it's loud and clear.
Like
it's loud and clear.
It's a lot, you know what I mean? It's a lot. But then with me, you know, I'm black. I speak my piece. They can't string me along. They can't tell me what to do. I'm unpredictable the most of all. Nobody wants to be around a black man that's unpredictable. Because you don't know what he gonna do. That's scary. It's fear. That's what it is, fear. Which you have no reason to fear me. I say I come in love and peace and full with prosperity. I love people. Love them. People get so amazed when I stop and talk, just like the dude coming up here. It took me a while to get up here because one dude saw me and he went crazy. He went crazy. He went crazy. He had 2 females with him, but he went crazy. And I love seeing that like that. I tell men all the time, come and embrace me. I'm gonna embrace you. It ain't about being no groupie or nothing like that. I don't look at that. I don't look at you as no groupie or nothing like that. I look at you coming up to me, giving me love and support. And when you shower that down on me, I'm gonna do the same with you. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna speak to you. I'm gonna talk to you just like people see with me. It's like my mother. She never meets strangers, and I'm the same way. And what I mean by that is like you will never know if she knew that person by her interaction with that person. And I'm the same way. When people come up to me, so half the people that I talk to, I don't even know. I haven't seen in a day of my life. But the way I can hold a conversation with a person and stuff like that, you would think I'm one of their relatives or something like that because I love people. Deontay Wilder love people.
You know, one thing I do appreciate about you, D, is that you make yourself accessible. You're not only available to a network or anything like that, but if I message you, say, can I get an interview with you? You literally reply, I want to say within 15, 20 minutes. You're very, you know, and I know a lot of other media members have said the same thing about you, and I think that we appreciate you for that.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? You guys are new media. You know, it's been so many guys on these different boxing networks putting out, you know, making fighters look crazy or putting out a narrative that make you think because another fighter said something, you know, to make you like, you know, oh Wilder, you know, just like recently, you know, what was mentioning somebody by I don't even want to recognize the name, you know what I mean? But they put out a narrative about Chris Bird saying I almost got beat by an old man in Ortiz, but he was like saying if he had to fight somebody, he'll beat Joshua instead of me because Joshua was more easier to beat than I. But they try to turn the narrative. See, they'll take people interviews and try to turn them. If they don't like you, they'll try to turn the narrative around. You know, they just said I'm a title holder, but they call AJ the super champion. IBO, they even add the IBO in there, but I'm just a belt holder. I'm just a title holder, right? See, people like that, I can't wait to prove them wrong. I can't wait to show them because when I beat this boy, it's gonna be crazy. All the emotion that's involved in this, man, this is gonna be crazy all the way around. You're gonna have some people happy, you're gonna have some people sad, you're gonna have a lot of people mad, you're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna make a lot of money, you're gonna have a lot of people that lose money. And most of all, you're gonna have some people that probably gonna wanna kill themselves or commit suicide. I hate to say it that way, but I'm the realest of them all, and I speak it all the way around because it's an emotional sport. I've seen what sports can do to the people. Hell, shit, that was a person back home that the Alabama lost. I think they was playing Auburn, and her best friend shot her in the head because she wasn't as mad as her. Sports is emotion, especially boxing. You ever been in there and you seen your person in there and you want to help them out because they getting beat up? Same way in the streets. You know, somebody can have somebody be getting beat up so bad that they want to help and jump in because it's something about this. It's a universal language. Shit, you can go anywhere in the world and you do like this. This is universal. Come on. You don't have to do nothing. They know what this means. So it's an emotional sport and people emotion. That's why you can't play with the fans. You can't play with people emotion when they're dealing with this because so many people take so much energy and they get frustrated just like and I'm in it. You know, I had to take and I can admit, I had to take many times, we had to take some steps back and just like, all right, man, let's relax. Let's go to the beach or something. Let's meditate. You know what I'm saying? Because we want it. We've done everything. We've accepted everything, but they always coming with something.
Are you already in camp, sort of preparing? Not fully, but are you already sort of starting to prepare, or no?
Not at all. I don't need to. I'm gonna let him. See, that's the thing about it. They say they need more than 8 weeks, but this dude say he been in camp, like it been what, 3 weeks now or more. He trains every fucking day. Why do he need more than 6 weeks? Why do he need more than 8 weeks? Why would you need more than that? They don't know what they doing with him. They don't want him to fight me. But he gotta be a man to say, you know what? I'm sick of the bullshit. This is my life. I risk my life. I got kids to take care of. I got a family. He said he got all these responsibilities. You want to be the first billionaire? The way you going, you can't. We just gave you a head start. The fuck? We just giving you a head start. So everything you said you don't really want. You just manipulating the people too. You sounding good because they puppeting you along. That's why you can't do an interview about me. Because you done fucked up and daddy done got mad and spanked you. Said, don't do no, just pass the ball. He tried to do it in the ring. No, ask Eddie. They asked him something like, just ask Eddie. Ask it. Brainwashed. It's over. I'm so disappointed in him.
He did say after his fight that he wanted to fight you. When you saw that, did you believe him?
No. I don't believe nothing they say. I can't. That's why, like I said, when I feel it, when I try to meditate and try to feel it and do he really wants it, you know, it's like I said, I get like it's like a static, it's like some interruption in the signal. And the only reason is why it's like that, because he's not playing his part, meaning that he's not stepping up to the plate as the fighter. You are risking your life in the ring with the most dangerous fighter in the world. And I know how they feel about that. I mean, this is the most important fight of his career. Is it really? But hey, let's go back a couple of months. You said that he'll knock me out in 3 rounds. Even he said, oh, I fought bums all my career. I haven't fought nobody. He said he'll put his jab down my throat. Both of them have said different things about me. Even Barry Hearns. Oh, this is easy for him. You know what I mean? I have I have confidence that, you know, he's gonna beat him. Joshua's gonna beat him and stuff like that. Really? Is that so? Then why the fuck y'all ain't made the fight yet? Why you need more than 8 weeks to prepare for me? Why is I'm the most important fight in your career? If I haven't done that, why I'm getting low ball with a flat feet? It's easy. I didn't accept it. I've accepted. Why is it I'm getting all the negative, but I ain't nothing. I'm not nothing, right? It don't make sense. And for the people that's following them, I'm gonna tell you right here, from a real champion in the business, wake the fuck up. 3 words, wake the fuck up. Ain't that 3 words? 4 words?
I was like, even I had to count. I was like, 4.
Where your spirit fingers at? Wait a minute, hold up. But back then, but I'm just saying, wake up. Wake up. Everything is to be given to them. All people got to do is go back a couple of years when this thing started and listen to everything, what has happened. Listen to the new media. Because you guys come in and y'all do what the old media, is. It ain't really you can't interview nobody and then write something about it and then write up your own title and narrative to it and then put some quotes in there and then switch up some words. See, the interview, people can see it for themselves. People can feel it. They want a connection. When I'm looking at certain things, interviews and stuff, I'm looking at the connection. I'm saying, all right, let me see what this person's saying. They really mean what they say because I can feel it. I can see it. I can understand. I can recognize. I'm good at recognizing. And you can see it for yourself instead of reading something like, oh, shit. Then you'll have the person that is talking about, you'll have me going that bird like, bro, what the fuck you say? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you meant? Because I'm that type of person. I'm going to confront. If you talking about Deontay Wilder, and if it's in a negative way, and if I find it offensive to it, I'm going to approach you and we're going to talk this out. Let me see what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Because I got a lot of haters, especially former champion. They hate me for no reason. Why? I'm American. I'm an American. I'm just like them, but I need to go over there. He don't need to fight me. He's, it's crazy. It's crazy. We can't even support our own people. They hate me so bad. They hate me so bad. And I ain't done nothing to nobody. I've only been myself. I've spoken my piece. I've spoken for my people. I've spoken for what I've stood for. What's wrong with that? If they mad because they didn't do that? They mad because they was coons? And I'm not? And I can say that in their face. Because they know I'm real. I'm real. I can't help it, Michelle. I'm real as they come. I was made this way.
Who's doing this? Who's doubting you?
They know it. They know who I'm talking about. They know it. They've heard it many times. They know. They know. Any of them have any type of ill will toward me, come and talk to me. Come on, don't, because if you do an interview about me, I'm going to hear it. Somebody going to send it to me. I don't go look for nothing, Michelle. I hang around my family, my beautiful children, and that's it, and my loved ones. I don't go looking for nothing, no negative stuff. People send it. If you do something and say something, people gon' send it. They gon' bring it to my attention. And when they do, then, hey, now I can hold you accountable for something. Then, all right, now I really know how you feel about me. So when you see me, don't come and shake my hand. I'm not gonna fuck with you, don't fuck with me. Now, if you come and fuck with me and try to act like, hey, man, what's up? Now you're opening an invitation for me to open up a can of whoop ass and talk to you about it. So if I see you see me, don't come up to me. Don't say, I won't come up to you. I'm gonna be, hey, I'm chill.
Don't be fake.
Don't be fake. I can respect somebody that real. I can respect a real. If you have ill will towards me, something negative, and you real with it, I can respect the real. Cause when I prove you wrong, man, you know what? I said this and this, and I want, some of them can't when they prove wrong, they disappear. They can't say nothing, and then all of a sudden, they want to come on board, but not with me. Not with me. I'm gonna be civilized. I can be civilized with a person. I can. But it ain't gonna be, buddy stuff. I don't want no commend no relationship with you or nothing. Yeah, we going a lot of ways. Let's keep the peace. Keep it moving.
Thank you for your time. I know that you're in LA. Beautiful LA. Beautiful day, yeah? Beautiful day, beautiful view.
Soon we'll be moving into the Redondo Beach area, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I used to live around that area,
really?
Yeah.
I love, I want to be around the waters.
Yeah.
Most of all my place, I live in Alabama, Atlanta, and here as well. So most of my places, I'm about to be in Miami as well too. Miami, watch out for me. But I love to be around water. They bring me like I'm a type of person I like to meditate and stuff like that. Oh man. You know what else is therapeutic? Free? Is riding bikes. I know people, got their differences about that, you know what I'm saying? I got a crotch rocket and it's all decked out. It got a nice fat ass on her. And it's bronze. It got the surround systems and the system and all that. And when I get on it, like I don't ride it for what the bike intended for, to go fast. I ride like a Harley Davidson, just cruising, listening to the music, but also understanding my situation on this bike. You got to be aware of the people that surrounding me. You know, you got to always be a defensive driver. You know, which I rarely ride it, but when I do, it's free therapy. It's so relaxing.
You should ride it up through Redondo and Manhattan Beach.
Yeah.
It's just one nice long strip.
Really?
It's nice.
I'm gonna have to ship it here then.
Yeah.
Once I get to see it and get familiar with the area and stuff, I'm gonna definitely do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love bikes. I love them. I love them. You know what I mean? Another thing, relaxation is scuba diving. You ever scuba dive before?
No, I am afraid of sharks so bad. There's no way.
I gotta close my eyes. 3, 2.
Oh no.
Oh my God! I describe it to people like this: looking up in the sky. You see up in the sky, all you see is free space, right?
Yeah, but that's the problem. That's scary. You don't know what's there.
I mean, shit. It's just like living here. You don't know when we gonna go here. Somebody crazy. We can be walking.
It's like walking through a safari and me saying I'm just at one with nature. Nah, you at one with nature in someone else's territory.
Watch, it's just like with this life. Everybody watch us every day, Michelle. Somebody watch you every day. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. Somebody paying attention to us all. And we just pray to God that they ain't got no bad intentions towards us. You know how many people probably wanna do something to me or set me up or whatever? And that'll be the biggest mistake of their life.
But see, bless you, I couldn't look at the ocean that way though. I couldn't look. Look, let me tell you something. There's one time we went sailing to Catalina Island. Not sailing. We were on a small yacht. We were going to Catalina Island, and we were there camping. On the way back, everybody decides to stop the damn boat. Okay. Now, anyone in California knows along this coastline there's great white sharks. Okay. Especially near Catalina Island. But everybody decided to jump off the boat. I was like, oh hell no. But they pushed me off. They're not just that. Not only did they push me off, but they pushed me off on the side, the opposite side of where
Everybody else.
No, the opposite side of where the ladder was. So I had to swim around the damn boat just to get back. And guess what? When I was trying to get out, because I'm frantic, I cut myself. I said, Lord Jesus, this is it. I know it. This is it. All of our cell phones were dead because we were camping for a couple days. Everyone's phones went dead. There was no way to send an SOS. We were screwed. We were in the middle. There was no land in sight at all. So I went and told my dad that. My dad freaked out. He goes, are you stupid? Like, I was like, I got pushed. Like, what am I supposed to do? I got pushed off. But guess what? One of my friends is literally doing this. I said, oh my God, this is a scene from a horror film. This bitch is gonna die, and we're gonna all watch her go down, and there's no way to call or SOS to anybody. We're screwed.
Cause you know a shark can smell blood like 2 miles away and can be there just like that.
And the ocean is so deep blue that you can't see in front. You can't see your hands when you stick them in.
Yeah. You can't see behind. Like when I was scuba diving, when I went under there, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, but you definitely have that cautious feeling. Like you always watch it, cause even now I always watch my surroundings. I'm always looking out of my 3 mirrors in my cars and everything. Like I'm always paying. I'm very attentive, like what's going on around me and stuff like that. But when you in that ocean like that, you just one speck in this big world, and it's so beautiful because it's like being in the sky looking in the plane and you see everything like that. But just imagine if you could fly up in the sky and just look around. That's how it is in the ocean, but you are there and you see, oh my God, we seen statues and stuff down there. Man, I thought the statue was gonna come alive. I swear I did. I didn't want to touch the ground, and then I'm like, man, I'm gonna find a message I just leave out with love, prosperity, and peace. Man, I've tried everything that I've tried for this fight. If it doesn't happen, we all know who it was on. It wasn't on the Bronze Bomber, but it was a part of the AJDM team and stuff like that. You know, I've given everything. I've accepted everything that they've offered, and and tried to reason with them that the things that is just not unfair, because they still got things that's going on that's still not unfair.
But if this fight, the biggest heavyweight title fight in history doesn't happen, I want the people to know that it wasn't because of me. I've done it all. And I can move forward at this point and say that I've done everything to try to make this happen for you guys. So, I just want love. I want peace. I promote love. I promote peace. I'm a positive energy. I'm a positive being. And this universe is very powerful. My words are powerful. That's what allows them to be powerful. And I say, if you speak it, believe it, receive it, it shall be yours. I'm Deontay Wilder, part of the Bomb Squad. Michelle Phelps. And we out. Bomb Squad!
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else